Okay, let's do a basic search on the Louisville MLS. This is the login screen, and up here are the tabs. Here's my search tab. There's a lot of different ways you can search. I prefer map. It's most straightforward. This is the default, is residential. That's what we want to use. Okay, first I want to show you how to use this left-hand column. It's our criteria. These are the defaults. There are more that you can't see, and I'll show you how to add one. So first, let's take a look at the information they're providing us. There's almost 5,500 listings. We see that right here in the top left-hand corner, and we also see it on our map on this annoying box. And I'm going to get rid of that, even though it'll continue to pop up from time to time. So these are just all the active properties, and this stands for property subtype. You're going to want to use this function a lot, because if you're going to be flipping, you want to use houses. Less risky than condos, obviously. And now I want to show you how to add to here. Here's our box right here. It says add a field to the search. We'll get a pop-up to the right, and you can click on any of these to add another criteria. So let's say that we want to just look at brick houses. We can click on this. Now it added it over here, but it didn't choose it for us. There we go. Come on. There's our brick veneer. So we went from, now we have about 1,000 houses that are only brick. And they actually populated it over here on the map. Okay, pretty cool, huh? Let's get rid of that for now. We can add it back in later if we want. So that's how you add. I want to show you, this is quirky. When you type something like, let's say remarks. Okay, so I type remarks here and it starts pulling up the different remarks. So I can see the garage parking remarks, or what I often use are keywords for the public remarks or agent notes. But watch this. I type in age. Okay, there's only one age over here, and it doesn't bring it up. You still have to scroll down to find it. So that's if I want to use this, to find properties that are within a certain age. All right, so there you go. It's not perfect, but it's pretty daggone good. So with this map, here are some controls over here to let you zoom in and out and to go left or right for scrolling. It also works really well with a touchpad or with a mouse. You can click down on the map and drag it anywhere you want and move it around. And I'm using a touchpad. I can just choose an area and start tapping, and it zooms in. So I'm kind of interested in the U of L area right now with all the student housing going in. Investors are starting to buy those up because they're renting houses. Basically, they're getting $400, $450 per bedroom. So it's pretty strong, and not many people have jumped on it yet, but it's happening. Okay, so this red area I know is U of L. Now, down here at the bottom are different shapes that you can draw, and this is the one to use right here. This is the draw polygon. The reason when you want to use this one is because it lets you follow the roads. Now, I just clicked on it, and I haven't done anything but move my cursor up. Now, if I tap on the map, it's going to put down a point. I don't want to do that, but I do want to zoom in a little bit, so I'm going to use this feature right here. There. Now, I'm going to put in by these railroad tracks, and all I did was tap on my screen. If you're using a mouse, you click, and I'm going to follow these railroad tracks. Now I'm going to, whoops, there we go, tap, and I'm going to go ahead and scroll down just a little bit, there. And I'm going to follow this down close to the Waterson, but not all the way, over to South 3rd. And you can get, I don't know how many points it will let you drop, but you can drop a lot. Churchill Downs is right here. I'm going to follow Central Avenue over a little bit, but not a whole lot. And just to show you how exact this can get, I'm going to kind of follow this shape to show you just how exact it can get. Now, when you get to the end, all you do is double tap or double click, and it changes color to show that it's actually dropped that polygon into your map, and this is your area. All right. There we go. That's what's for sale, mapped out. I want to go over here and make sure what I've chosen. Okay, so I just have active properties, and that's all that's showing up. Anything that's listed as single family residential. All right, now I want to show you real quick. If you want to drill down into an area, what you can do is click on this polygon again. And let's say I just want to stick over here. I'm tapping and creating a new polygon. And there we go. I just double tapped to put the new polygon in. And look what happened over here to the left hand of the screen. 2 polygons are listed. If I put my cursor over this one, it highlights which polygon I'm looking at. Okay, so I actually have 2 data sets. That's pretty cool. And if I want to get rid of one, let's just get rid of the small one right now for this example. And there we go. We're back to our original data set. Now, I'm going to go back up here to these tabs, and I want to see a list of the properties because I want to organize my list in a way that makes sense to me. I'm an investor primarily, right? So as an investor, I want to look at the cheap stuff first, see if there's any deals in any particular area. And so what I did, all I did was tap on price. I get this pop up, and I sort it ascending. So I get the cheap properties first. There we go. We got a $25,000 piece of property. Look at that. Now, if I want to see where it is on the map, I can click on my map, and there it is. It's starred right there. And it's also going to bring up the other properties. They're listed as green. This map is functional. If I click on another property, 2 things are going to happen. I'm going to get a pop-up on the map, and it's going to be highlighted to the left. Look what happened. Our property over here changed. A new property is highlighted. It won't center it for you, but it brings it up. Nice feature. This pop-up is great too. It shows you the history. This property is never sold in the MLS before. There's no record of it, or it would be listed right here. Let's see if we can click on another one and find an example. All right, there we go. This one sold several times. Back in 01, it sold for $90,000. That's a good sign. So if I want to see this old sale at $90,000, all I have to do is click on this, and I get a new pop-up. There it is. All right, that's the listing. Don't expect any pictures. They purge the pictures after a while. So if I hit photos, I'm probably just going to get that cover photo. Yeah, that's all we got. There we go. I'm just going to go ahead and completely dump that screen, that page, so I can get back to where I'm searching. Okay, so there we go. That's some... I love this new MLS. We changed the MLSs a couple years ago, and it's just absolutely fantastic. The old one would not do this. All right, I want to go back to, let me go to detail. Let me show you the tabs that are available up here. Okay, so I hit detail report. There are different reports you can look at, but these aren't very interesting. The default one is great. Use that because it just gives you more information. Here's the property history. I can go to the tax information that's pulled directly from the Louisville PVA, the Jefferson County PVA. This RPR is an outside service. I don't like it. As an appraiser, I really don't need it. It's ridiculous. There are the documents, okay, that the realtor is loaded in with here. He's put in a disclosure and a lead base. Sometimes there's additional documents, but usually that's all they put in there. Sometimes they don't even do that. Showing time, that stuff realtors use to schedule stuff, and the transaction desk is how we can start a contract if we want to do the contract on this software, which most of us don't do. Some of us do. Okay, so I'm going back to my report. There we go. And from here, these tabs give me, I can hit the photos from here and see what the realtors put in. All right, so there are my photos. Looks like a nice property right now, too. Not bad at all, really. How much was this? Golly, 64, and it sold for 90 in the past. Huh. All right, that might be a deal. All right, so let me show you some of these map features. And I'm going to edit my search to include sold listings. Okay, so there's the one that sold for 90 in the past. Let's answer the question, are houses selling for 90,000 now, or maybe even a little over 90? So I'm going to hit my edit search. I'm going to come over here to my status of active, and I want to add to that. I'm going to also include the pending, anything that's contingent, and close. I'm highlighting multiple statuses by holding down my control button and just clicking on them. There we go. Now I'm going to draw a new polygon around my subject, which was right in here. I feel like this area is all pretty much perfect for it. I'm going to get rid of my old polygon. How do I know which one is my old polygon? Because when I put my cursor over it, it highlights it. Let's dump it. I hope I chose the right area. Let's go to list. And it doesn't matter for what I'm doing right now anyway, if I chose the right area or not, because what I'm showing you now is that these change colors based on whether it's a listing, a sale, pending, or contingent. So here we go. Anything that's blue has already sold. All right, so here's our subject at 65. I'm going to zoom in by tapping my screen. Here we go. And these are the sales. Let's see what this one is. Something sold on Garrett. No, it only sold for 59. Okay. In the past, it had sold for 77. There's a pending sale at 94. All right, not bad. And now I can go up here. I can click on this if I want a pop-up screen, but I can also just hit detail and it will bring that property up. Look at that. And I can hit my photos and look at it. Nice looking property, nice landscaping. Wow, not bad. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I know that's a little fast, but okay. So let me go back to my list. There you go. That's basic search, and some of the functions, the tabs. This MLS system it's amazing. Like I said, we've only been on it for a couple of years here in Louisville. And it's powerful. It's easy to use with just a little bit of practice. Have a safe trip, and I can meet you at Starbucks. We can actually do some of this in person when you get back. Bye.